Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the live video. I did not have time to make a regular video this week, so I decided that I was going to go live. I didn't really announce it, so I don't expect a lot of people to see the actual live video that I'm putting out right now. But I'm out in my garage, and I thought I'd show you around the equipment. I haven't had a chance to clean it all up from fall season and stuff like that, but we're going to get it ready here in this week yet if the weather is good, and we're going to get that stuff cleaned up, get it put away for the winter properly. But let me tell you a little bit of my plans for this winter while we're waiting on snow to fall. So by the way, today I secured $1,500 more for winter for snow removal. So that's awesome. But this is, let me show you my equipment here. So the equipment is on the trailer. I've been parking the equipment in the garage this year. The city did not like me parking the trailer on the lawn. And you know what? It was a blessing in disguise because this actually saves me a lot of time. Now, when I go to do maintenance, it's a little hard to do maintenance because I have to hook up the trailer, pull it out, then unload the mowers and do maintenance. But you know what? This saves me a ton of time at the end of the day when I don't have a whole lot of time. I just back it in here. It's a little tight. That's why I moved the blower to the front of the trailer. It was on the side of the trailer right there, but unfortunately it wouldn't fit through the garage door. So yeah, so big plans this winter. I'm going to be sanding down the trailer. I'm going to actually keep this trailer one more year, maybe two. It's paid off. It's been paid off. I bought it cash. Some things that I got to do. I definitely have to sand it, repaint it. I've got some like bed liner type paint that I'm going to repaint the trailer with. Get it looking nice and spiffy again. I'm going to do some things up front here because these front casters bump into the front bar. So I want to put some padding there or something so that doesn't continue to happen. I need to replace the boards that I use to kind of stop the mowers from moving around. I got at least these two. I got to replace those. Still haven't cleaned off the mowers yet from fall cleanup. It is what it is. It's raining out right now, so yeah, gonna repaint the trailer. Gonna get new tires for the trailer. This one is like bald on the edges, so I really need to get some new tires for that. Just this week, I picked up a 3-ton jack. We're going to speed up the maintenance process. I have been using a hand crank jack. Let me show you that. I've been using this thing here, and this is a 3,000-pound jack, and it's worked okay, but it's slow. It's really slow. You spin it, and it goes up. So I got a 3-ton floor jack. It's back here. Sorry about all the mess. I got all my equipment and junk mowers and things in here. These mowers back here, if you can see those are parts mowers for the Time Master. This winter, one of my plans and projects is to take off as many parts as I think I'm going to need to replace on the newest Time Master, and then I'm going to have a metal guy come and grab these mowers. This is the brand new Toro Power Clear snow blower, and we're going to be running with that this winter to clear sidewalks. I'm excited about that. Got a couple of Echo blowers down here. Everything's just a mess right now. The new, something that you guys haven't seen on the channel yet, but it's coming, is the Echo RB100W salt spreader. I can't wait to use this thing this winter on my parking lots and sidewalks. just really excited about that. But this is the 3-ton jack from Harbor Freight. I think it was like 114 bucks, something like that. This is going to speed up the blade changing and deck cleaning process on the Toro grandstand. So that's going to help out a lot. That's a low profile jack because it's got to be low profile to fit under the deck. So some other stuff that we've got going on this winter. I'm going to paint these Jungle Gym racks. They're still good. They're good racks. I like the Jungle Gym racks. There's no need to replace them yet, especially if I'm not going to replace the trailer. So I do have plans to replace this trailer, but I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to tell you why here in a minute. But I'm going to paint these racks. They're still good. Are they like the best top-of-the-line racks? No. They're kind of flimsy. I mean, you can see it moving there a little bit. But you know what? It does the job. They lock. And that's all that really matters, guys. I've never had this part here. I've never had that break. Like I've seen a lot of guys with the equipment defender racks that don't come with the engine mounts back here. The Jungle Gyms are made so you don't need those. That's an extra cost with the Jungle Gym that you don't need. And they don't even make them for them because you don't need them. So that's excellent. I love that about it. Now let's open up the garage door here. And right in front of the door here, we've got the Dodge Ram 1500 Outdoorsman with a Snow X RD 8000 plow on it. This is an 8-foot plow. Guys, to be honest, this week I tried to trade this truck in and purchase a brand new Chevy Silverado 2500 HD work truck. But unfortunately, the deal fell through. They sold the truck out from under me, and I was pretty disappointed, but I'm not too mad about it. So a little frustrated, but it all worked out good in the end. So I just finished up putting on front end timbrins on this truck. The timbrins help a lot with stability. They help keep that plow up off the ground a little bit more. I have timbrins in the back as well. I also added 3-inch spacers to the shocks or springs on this truck. In fact, I had a guy do that for me when I bought the plow. Some other things, just some updates on the truck here. Since I didn't trade it in, I've got a replacement mirror coming for this side mirror here. I know it's hard to see. That's broken. I have it taped up, so that's getting replaced. Both taillights have cracks in them, so I'm going to replace those. And this truck is going into the shop tomorrow morning to get a coolant leak fixed. So as you can see, that is why I wanted to trade this truck in, but unfortunately that deal didn't work out. I'm still looking, and I think I have found a really good deal on a truck in Wisconsin at a dealer there in Green Bay. So I am considering, if everything works out, to actually fly out there, purchase that truck, and drive it back. Now, that's not really in the plan anymore. My wife and I decided that, you know what, because this plan with the new Silverado fell through, we were just going to throw this truck in the shop, get everything fixed on it that we can, fix it up, make it as runnable as possible, run it for another 6 months until, after the spring rush, so that we have a better idea of what our cash flow is, and we can, look at a new truck then. Which that could still be the plan. I need to sleep on some of this stuff, but I am pretty excited about a new truck. We have the cash flow right now to do it, and I have all of my winter money saved up. So all of the work, all the winter work that I'm selling right now is all extra or overtime, as Johnny Moe says. So we are really thinking about that new truck. The problem is I would have to put a new plow on it. And while the new truck would have a plow prep package, I'd have to buy a new plow. So I would sell this truck outright. I wouldn't trade it in. I would sell it outright with the plow. Then I would buy, like, I want to get like either a wide out, like a Snow X wide out. And I know they're not called that, but either that or a V plow, just to make my job, my work, my efficiency faster. I am really, really excited to be working on my efficiency in the next year. That's why I want to upgrade to the truck. I want that 8-foot bed. I want to be able to plop a leaf box on it next year. I'm just realizing that mulching leaves is not efficient. It's cost effective for the client, but it is not efficient. It takes me way longer. So I really need to get like a leaf loader or something like that, or even just a bagger to go on the side of my mower to be more efficient with leaves. That is a huge thing. Also, it is in the plans, in my business plan, that once the Toro Grandstand 52 is up for retirement, I will be selling that, and I will be jumping into a 60 or 61, whatever they have, just to add that much more efficiency to my setup. I realize that the Gravely mower here is not the most efficient way to go. It was a very cheap and expensive way to go, and it does the trick, but it is not efficient. And I have really learned over the last couple of months that efficiency, especially when you're solo, is key. And so I'm tired of wasting my time and my energy on things that aren't efficient. If I need to buy better equipment, then that's what I'm going to do. If I need to spend a little bit more money to be more efficient, that's what I'm going to do, because in the long run, I will make a lot more money. And so that is what business is all about. And I need to be as efficient as possible. This fall, I've just been thinking of and dreaming up different setups for leaf removal, like a leaf loader box with a leaf loader. I'm definitely in the market for one of those next fall. I thought about maybe making the trailer into a leaf box and mounting the like a billy goat on the front. That's not going to work too well because this is a single axle trailer. It's really not going to work that well for this particular trailer. It's 14 foot long, 7 foot wide, so it would hold a lot of leaves, but I'm afraid that it would overload the axle, and I don't want a bent axle. So what I would then do is I would turn the bed of the truck into the dump box. And I'm going to show you something here that I haven't gotten out yet. I ordered it a couple weeks ago, and it just came in yesterday. Let me see if I can switch this around here. So this is I call it a load hauler, but it's a load master from Harbor Freight. It's that, tarp with a crank on it, and you can crank things out. It's basically a makeshift dump bed. It's very cost effective right now for me. I am not ready to jump up to a dump box, but hi, Adams Mowing. But I am really looking to be more efficient. I pick up a lot of sticks. I don't make my clients pick up the sticks when I go to mow lawns, so I pick up the sticks. I end up bringing them home a lot of times and burning them in my fire pit. And so this is going to help me unload those sticks way faster, because sometimes I come home, especially in the spring, and if there's like windstorms, I come home with a ton of sticks, and it takes forever to unload them. It's super inefficient. And so that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I live in a rural community, so there's a lot of farmland around. So that's why it makes a little bit more sense for me to get a leaf loader and haul the leaves to a field, because all I need to do is contact a farmer and I'm sure they will want them leaves in their field. When you live in a rural area, farmers want to do whatever they can to add nutrients to their soil. So, and leaves is a great way to do that. So I am looking forward to doing that, to getting that program together. Our particular city here offers curbside pickup with their own leaf loader. So it wouldn't really make sense to do leaf loader stuff here in my town. But the major city that I work in, they don't offer curbside pickup. You have to bag all your leaves and wait for the city to take them and pick them up. So this was a huge pain point in my business this fall. Because the trees, for whatever reason, this summer was great for tree growth. I mean, the trees just boomed this year. And so there was way more leaves this year than there was last year. And the leaves this year dropped all at once. They didn't just trickle, over time like they did last year, because we had such a late fall last year. They just all fell like a blanket this year. So it's going to really behoove me to get a leaf loader and do things the right way, start really making some headway, adding more leaf jobs than just my clients, because I'm going to be more efficient. I've been watching Brian's Lawn Maintenance channel with that U-mount blower. That looks really interesting to me, just to, again, be more efficient in a cost-effective way. I can't buy a hurricane blower or whatever, and it may not be something that I go into simply because I'm one man. The 8010 really moves a lot of leaves. I can move them very quickly. So just to be honest, I'll probably stay with that. But the U-mount blower is very interesting to me. I love stuff like that where you can utilize the machines that you have. Another thing that I'm considering for this next year is getting the low flow hydraulics on the grandstand and getting the dethatcher attachment and the aerator attachment. Now, I'm not a huge fan of that scoop aerator attachment that Toro has, but I've heard some people talking about it. They say it does pretty good, and it would be way more efficient than pulling the AgriFab plug aerator that I have, or running a walk behind aerator. I've looked into both. I've looked into the Stinger aerators. If I were to buy a dedicated aerator, it would be a Stinger, just because I think that's the most efficient machine for the price. I'm very big on having your products priced right for the amount of efficiency that they give. So I'm big on that, and I hunt and I search as much as I can for those type of things and that type of equipment. So that's why I like the Multi-Force. I will probably buy another Multi-Force once this one is ready to be retired, and get another Multi-Force, put on the hydraulics, the low flow. I don't need the high flow. I'm not going to use the broom. And I probably won't use the plow either. Reason being, in the major city that I work in and I do a lot of snow in, the sidewalks are much smaller than your newer sidewalks. They're not 4-foot sidewalks. And the plow that goes on the Toro Multi-Force is a 5-foot plow, and it might even be 6-foot. And so it's not going to fit down those sidewalks. I would end up making a real mess if I tried to do that. So the snowblower is the way to go for me. I wish I could put a plow on this. It's just not going to work out for me in that way. So it is what it is. You can't change where you're at necessarily, but you can use different equipment, and that's what I'm getting ready for. So yeah, guys, that is kind of the update that I've got going on right now, I'm super excited about even considering buying a new truck. This is a huge step for me. I have always said that I would never buy a new truck, and that I would rather buy used, honestly. A nicely, lightly used truck that has like 40,000 miles on it. Let someone else take that first initial depreciation hit. That's the way to go for me. However, truck inventory is so low right now with that type of truck and the type of trim and the features that I need on a truck to be a work truck. It's just not worth it to me. They're relatively the same price as a brand new truck. So that's where I'm at with that. You know, I can get a new truck for about, you know, out the door for about $43,500, which isn't bad for a brand new truck. $2,500, you know, it's going to do us well. So we're still in the considering stages. I've been doing the math. I've been crunching the numbers. Everything looks good. I know I can handle the payment and things like that. My wife is encouraging me to pull the trigger on it. In fact, like I said, we went to a dealer and we tried to buy one. They sold it out from under us, and it is what it is. It just is what it is. So that's it for me, guys. Guys, if you haven't yet, go check out the Mowing in the Dark podcast. I've been working on a podcast, if you haven't heard, for a little bit now. I've got like 10 episodes out there. Go check out Mowing in the Dark on Apple iTunes, Stitcher. I don't know if it's on Stitcher. I don't think it is. But basically, wherever you find your podcasts, it'll be on there. So leave me a rating and review if you would, if you hear it and you like it. Just some interesting topics over there. I'm getting used to it, getting more comfortable. You can tell that I'm getting more comfortable as it goes on. So check it out. It at least gives you something to listen to while you're out working. So, and yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Smash that like button before you leave so that this video goes up in views. And I will see you in the next video. Peace!